So it took 6 months, but I finally finished another sketchbook of pinup models. This time through, I used a wash, so I've got my platinum carbon ultrafine, I have my student nib flex, and I've got my Pentel pocket brush pen, and then I have another brush pen full of gray. Well, it's water with black ink, so it's kind of grayed out to tone it down a little bit, so it's not quite so bright. And all I did was use it to do the shadows on the flesh. Sometimes we'll see, sometimes it worked out really well, sometimes not so much. Since I started in December, the first few will all be Christmas related. And I really like the improvement. When you draw every day, every night, rather, you start to see some gains. Sometimes it's not quite as lovely as you'd like it to be. I mean, like when you draw on the Arctic, she is such a fabulous model, and her poses are always dynamic. And you find yourself trying to draw them, and then you find out, like on this one, Diana Latina Fit, when you focus so much on the details, you forget to leave room for the legs. You know, I see a lot of flaws. I see a lot of improvement, but I see a lot of flaws. I know that I need to continue to work on faces and hands. I know that I need to continue to work on the layout on the page. The only thing, I tell you what, I did change sketchbooks for this, and I don't like that the paper bleeds on this one. And this one's from Hobby Lobby. It's a Master's Touch, and so the paper bleeds quite a bit. So you can't use both sides of it. So that's why it's only 6 months and not a year. But it shouldn't have been. It shouldn't have been 6 months, because there's quite a few days that get skipped. But Lola Von Pinup is just cute as can be. And you see, I see a lot of improvement when I do this. It's all freehand. There's no, I don't sketch out in pencil and try to adjust. I only work in the inks, and so once I make a mark, the mark is permanent. There's no way to go back and fix it, and it forces me to really think about where I'm going to put the next mark. How am I really going to make this mark count? This is Andrea. She's a co-worker of mine. Hands, and I have to continue to work on hands, but you know, it's all a work in progress. It's all learning. And I watch Kenzo Drawing Labs, and I watch Proco Drawing, and I watch the different videos on how to draw faces. This is Laura. She's another co-worker of mine. The Abby Cadaver is a model here in Houston. She's just fantastic, a burlesque model. She's just fantastically beautiful. But like I said, it's a little bit of improvement every day. Trying to make the hand-eye coordination work. Trying to get the shapes down right. Trying to get the shading down right. Trying to understand the musculature, the fat rolls. I said that on the Arctic. She doesn't even really have fat rolls, but there's nothing wrong with fat rolls. That's not what I'm getting at. But the curves, the way stuff hangs outside of the elastic is what I'm thinking of, and I call it fat rolls, and that's horrible. I love these dynamic poses like this, where they just look like they're ready to spring. Oh, we're up into Easter now. Like I said, hands. I know that I need to continue to work on hands. Need to continue to work on faces. Probably going to do a couple of months worth of hands in a journal, just to get better at it, just to improve. Yeah, and then you see something, you feel like you make a huge advance, and then you Lola. I just think she's cute as can be. then you'll do something and you're like, why do I even have pencils? I didn't know, like this one. I feel like this one turned out really well. This is Elise. She's another coworker of mine. You'll do one that you think turned out really well, and then all of a sudden you'll do one and you're like, why do I even own pencils? I shouldn't be drawing ever. These dang arms. Anyway, this was the last one in the book. So that got us from, what, 23 December to 13 June 22. So yeah, I haven't drawn nearly as much, but I've got the new sketchbook started here. And I think the first day that I worked in this one was, hang on if I can get it open. Yeah, 14 June. So we're well on our way to the next 6 months. Maybe that one will be ready by Christmas. Hopefully I'll be making some more videos later. Look forward to seeing you again. Thanks for stopping by.